We really do
no
appreciate
problem.
your help on this. Just wanted to thank you since we're gonna just really concentrate on Andy a lot, but I wanted to get in and say thank you to you.
Of course, bro. Thank you so much. Shout out to the IP2 network, and thanks for having me on to.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, my notes up. Yeah. Zaz, is that you? Keyboard with the?
Is that really loud?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
Oh, there's my coffee.
Hey. Oh, I want to move my camera, but.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Good. What evening there? Right, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. Sorry.
Good evening.
Yeah, 6. Where are you?
Pittsburgh.
Houston.
I lived in Monroeville.
No kidding.
Really?
Shut the front.
I know.
I did.
I read when I did research. I saw you lived in Pennsylvania. I'm like, not Pittsburgh area. Like, no way. How long were you here? What? How old were you?
My teenage years. Yeah, for years.
We came here to talk to you and catch up, and I just want to talk to you as a human being. I just would love to get to know you a little bit better. You've been part of my life, entertainment-wise. You've been entertaining me for, the early 90s, mid-90s. I think we'll get to the questions. I first started watching you on the Ben Stiller show. A friend of mine was very into it. He taped every episode, and we watched them repeatedly. And I just got to say, you've been part of this for a long time. So thank you. You worked with comedy greats on that show. You were part of an ensemble of some of the best comedians of the time. And I can't believe you were all at one place at one time.
Name them.
Bob Odenkirk, Ben Stiller, Janine Garofalo, Judd Apatow.
Yeah, you got it.
I went through, I actually rewatched a couple episodes, and one thing I took away from it was how fresh your take on things were, and also that Ben Stiller always seemed to find a reason to take his shirt off.
Sorry.
No, he really did. You're right.
I think it's just like
think about that. That is weird.
But I mean, it's. Did you have any idea Bob Odenkirk was gonna go where he is in life? Because I remember he was
my favorite when I was on that show. Bob was my favorite. We were very, very, very close, and he's just fucking phenomenal.
I couldn't agree more.
And still is.
So when you walked onto a show like that, and you're surrounded by just so much talent, and you are, again, part of that talent. You're an ensemble cast. How did you build relationships with these people? It was a short run thing.
Back then, I was the main talent.
Really? I thought it would be Ben because of his parents back then.
Oh, yeah. Ben. Yes. And you know who his parents are? Do you know their names?
Jerry and I can't remember his mom's name. I actually saw a thing where he talked a lot about them and how they influenced him. And I can't remember his mom's name. I've seen her in a million things, but it's I don't know.
Stiller and Mira. And Mira.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. And it just whenever I found out that was even a connection, I didn't know for the longest time. I knew Ben Stiller and I knew Jerry, but I didn't realize, I just figured similar, same last names in the industry. And I'm like, that's absolutely amazing. So, yeah.
I'm trying to think how I even got on that show.
That's what I wanted to ask you, because you had smaller parts up to that point, and then bam, that was for me. Who is this guy?
It blew me up. It really did.
Yeah.
Okay. He came to see me when I was performing live, and he just came up to me I was performing live, and then he came up to me and said, "Hey, really want you to be on my new show." And I'm like, what show? I was already on shows.
Yeah, yeah. And you have a career of meeting everybody. I think it's probably an easier game to play 7 Degrees of Andy Dick than Kevin Bacon. You have been in everything. You've touched everything. You've just owned cameos.
I've touched everything.
You've been involved. Like, you've known and worked with so many people, so much talent through the years. Just
can I name one that I worked with?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
Get Smart.
Oh, Get Smart.
John Adams and Barbara Feldon.
You were their
I
son.
worked with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That was crazy to me because my dad used to love that fucking show. And you know what? We should turn this light on. Actually.
So the Get Smart thing, what was like? Was meeting Don Adams to me would have been just the biggest, amazing thrill of my life.
I know, right?
And Barbara Feldon was one of my first crushes.
Yeah. Who? Barbara Feldon?
Barbara Feldon, one of my first crushes.
She was fucking great. Can you believe I worked with them? It's so weird that I worked with them.
It's amazing. And then, I mean, all the people you've worked with. Yeah, exactly. So how did that?
You're gonna start naming the dead ones?
No, I hope not.
But I'm just curious, like when you think back on that time working with them, that meant these people that meant something to you. Well, what does that memory feel like? Like, what does that give to you when you reminisce on that time?
That I'm a lucky dog, which I am.
Yeah, you are. We were when we were trying to get you on a show like 3 weeks ago. We were going to put together a video to try to say, hey, we really want you here. We love what you do. And we actually did some AI generated images of what you would look like if you had the weight of the world on your shoulders. Do we have some of those ready, Josh?
I've got at least one here. I can pull up some others, but here's one.
This is, by the way, you're really hard to have AI do anything for because it doesn't like your last name. I just want to say, like, you're AI proof.
Yeah. Oh.
This is
not.
It looks.
No.
Yeah,
I don't even like that one. What is that?
That's like D. Snyder.
That is
It was very D. Snyder. Yeah.
Yeah, that was what the future put out there.
I was like, I wanted a picture of you muscular, just holding the world like Atlas, and AI couldn't do it. And the only one of the one sites we went to even tried. But we like to play with it and see what happens. Because
I just imagine Josh right now is hammering away at the keyboard. Make another one, quick!
Scroll back far enough to find him. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, did you ever, when you worked with Don Adams, was he the first celebrity you ever worked with, like that you idolized or really appreciated as a kid, that you were growing up and said, hey, I want to do something like that? Or was there somebody else that you, like, the first time you ran into him, say on set or even just
I can't remember the first one. I mean, it might be Phil Hartman who died,
Yeah.
I think Don Adams died too.
Yeah.
God, they're just all dropping like flies, aren't they?
Yeah, Suzanne Summers passed away today too.
Except for Mel Brooks, who was in the first episode of Get Smart, still alive and kicking, just crushing it still.
Mel Brooks,
And
yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah,
it's still
first
hilarious
episode.
too.
Get Smart, yeah.
Wait, Mel Brooks died?
No, he did not. No,
No.
he's alive. He's gonna outlive us all. Like the world will be dust. It'll be end, and then Mel Brooks will still be writing screenplays in France somewhere. Yeah.
Who's that other person talking?
That's me, Zaz.
Zaz down in the corner. Make him big.
No, don't make me big. Don't make me big. God damn it.
There he is. There he is.
I'm out. I quit. I'm over this.
There he is.
I'm done.
Then get off. If you quit, then get the fuck off.
There. You got directed. We got rid of him. There, you got fired. You got fired by Andy Dick. Not the
Nice.
first time. There's a whole show around that.
Called The Assistant.
The Assistant.
Did
And,
you like that show?
I only caught a little bit of it. I was I ran a business for a while where I just pretty much spent my entire
You were
evenings indoors.
9.
No, I'm 52 right now. You're a little older than me.
Yeah, I'm 57.
Hey, speaking of a show you run, how did you end up on Star Trek Voyager as the Mark II EMH? How did that happen?
The producer really wanted me to be on it, and I'm like, what? What do you want me to do? Star Trek, and yeah,
Well, you nailed it, and you are part of the Star Trek universe forever, sort of thing. And
yeah, I have actually gone to some of the fucking Star Trek conventions.
How was it?
Just because of that, that role I played.
What did it treat you well? Was it a good time?
I'm curious while you're thinking.
I had a very hard time, and you know why? Because I had to say their dialogue.
Oh no, they made you,
You know what I
perform.
mean?
Yeah.
I had to say it was like, normally when I act, I can just, like I am now, just winging it. But in Star Trek,
Yeah.
you gotta stick to the words.
Right.
very important.
Stick
sure.
to the jargon. Yeah.
Well, you nailed it. I loved that episode. I was a fan. I'm a Star Trek nerd. But yeah, you did an amazing job.
I walked off the set and cried because I wasn't doing well, and I knew I wasn't.
Wow, that's heartbreaking. Whatever you did, you did turn it around. That's one of the best episodes of Voyager.
It is?
Yeah, I think so. I love it. It's
My buddy.
yeah. And what was it like working with Robert Picardo? Did he tell you how an EMH acts, or did he just kind of let you go on your own? Because he was the only example of somebody who played that type of character.
Nobody can control me, first of all.
I've heard that.
But he loved me. We got along very well.
Did you know? I'm sure you've been to the conventions, but there are fans who are making Star Trek series on YouTube and other things. Have you been approached to replay this character by any of them? And if not, would you say yes, possibly, if somebody asked you?
I would.
I'd like, yeah,
Sure. Yeah, of course.
I would love to see more of that character. And
Look,
you
I'm
are
on your fucking stupid.
I want to high five the shit out of Andy for that one. That was awesome. He's right. He's absolutely right.
You're doing our show.
God damn it, that was good.
I'll be honest. I put that out there, hoping that the people who like doing these things reach out to you, and because I want to see more of your character come back. And he should be in multiple places throughout Star Trek. It wasn't just one episode. You existed.
You are infatuated with Star Trek.
Thank you. We have to. He
Sometimes.
shoehorns it into every episode we do.
No, I don't. Let's move off from Star Trek. So you've had major hits with multiple shows: NewsRadio, Less Than Perfect, the Andy Dick Show, Workaholics. But I love your cameo work. So yeah, Dude, Where's My Car and Road Trip. How do you pick the right cameos for you? Because you elevated those movies with a few minutes.
Yeah, why? I have a question for you.
Nope.
I didn't say that. You didn't. That was not what I said.
That's it's not even an
Hang
insult
on
to me.
I'm allowed to say it because I suck dick.
And
Where's the other
look at
guy
stuff
that's
to laugh at.
laughing? Where's the other guy laughing in the background?
Right here. I'm
Pop
the
him up.
little screen on the left.
There.
Oh,
he's on
now
top.
I got it. Now I got it. Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm waiting for him to get to the Andy Dick show, because that's the part where I want to like dig both feet in on, because that
Go
shit
ahead.
was like the stuff that you used to kick out was
Yep.
that was a breath
That
of
was
fresh air.
that. By the way, was all me.
That shit.
That was me. That was me putting my all into it.
Yep.
You ever have that type of laugh?
Because
where,
my
like,
name
Yep.
is in the title.
Yep.
You
I'm
know?
sorry, Nathaniel, for stepping on you. My apologies. But
Do it.
my thing is like I've been like kind of sitting on this waiting to jump in, but the Andy Dick show was that type of humor that you hadn't really seen yet for that time with your voice on it. I did that crazy the time when you out Tom Green to his goddamn. I know
I got away with a lot. That
Yeah.
you
Your
probably
opening
could
alone
not
would get
get
you canceled
away.
today.
Yeah, you probably can't get away with that shit now.
No. So okay, so we know what you got away with. What the hell did they tell you? You said no, you can't do this. What was the bridge too far? Like, that's a thing you don't say. But
I
like, what was too
quit.
far?
I quit because, to be honest with you, I'm gonna cry now. My son was going through a horrible drug addiction, and I said I can't do this show anymore. My own show. My
Right.
own show.
Well, one of those things was more important to you. So I want to just, we talked to an actor last week. Actually, was it last week? Actor, comedian, about what it was like his first year in LA. Do you remember any of that stuff? Do you make friends that year that you still have? Because
Who were you talking to last week? What are you talking about?
Oh, we got to pull up his name.
Brian Swinehart. Brian Swinehart. Yeah.
Who?
Just
Brian Swinehart.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think you would know him, but like the thing that we talked to him about was the first year in LA. He made friends that he still has today that are some of his best friends. Do you have any memories like that where like that first year was so influential in what you did later on?
You know, when I got to LA and I was performing live on stage, that's how I did it, by the way.
Yeah.
I performed live on stage. Ben Stiller came to my shows, and that's why I was on. Then I go on to, okay, so who's the other talking? I'm allowed to say that because I suck dick.
Josh is the bottom right hand.
I don't see him. Oh, there he is. He's cute. You know, get rid of the beard and we might be able to date.
It's a double entendre.
You look like one of my boyfriends.
Sweet. And or sorry, I don't know either.
He looks like Jared.
I like how he said plural. Like that's how you just know. Plural. Josh, get me off the main picture now.
He's shy. Yeah, he's just not gonna look at the camera now. We've scared him away.
Look,
show me the other picture.
You got a little
Mustache.
gray. You got a little gray coming in.
Yeah, that's from acute alcoholism, Andy. That's what happens when you just drink a ton in a very short amount of time for extended periods. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should shave the beard.
No, I don't have a chin. The nice thing about having a beard is you can sculpt like facial structure with a beard. So since I don't have a chin, I just grow beard, right?
You think you don't have a chin. You need to shave that beard.
I know, but Andy, if I shave the beard, no one's gonna want to talk to me anymore. No one's gonna want to talk to me. Everyone's gonna take a look at me like, who's that slack-jawed freak? I look inbred, so they don't need to see me without a beard.
I know what all of my clips for the show are going to be.
You son of a bitch. Just,
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Really
Andy, I
appreciate you
wanna
taking the
thank
time
you.
tonight, Andy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for real, thank you. I wish you nothing but the best. And you have given us thousands and thousands of hours of entertainment with your work. And I hate to ask you for more, but man, I hope to see some writing from you. Like, I just love what you write, what you create.
I'll write you a fucking opening song for your stupid. But
Right.
this is his phone, and he wants
Sure.
me to turn it off.
No,
Oh.
you can say it if you want.
That's okay. It's okay. We've taken up an hour of your time, and
Yeah,
that's
that
what
was
we
really-
asked for.
Oh,
And I
super cool.
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. Especially on the prime time fun time. So
Where the other guy? Let me see here. Yeah.
please put Josh on. God.
And how old are you?
42. 42.
Too old for me.
Shame. I'm in Houston too. It's way too humid down here. So
That's another reason you should shave your beard.
True.
I don't like this pro shaving beard thing. This is not, it's not going to happen again. And yeah, it's it's staying.
We both think you should. All three.
I'm getting
of us.
voted up. I might actually just do it just to do it just one more time, just because this is going to be. We'll do is we'll take a.
You
Wait,
think,
how about
you think you look bad without it, but
Terrible,
yeah,
not just bad, horrendous,
No.
grotesque. Yeah,
we have a picture?
yeah.
We have a picture.
Like I'm the type of guy like, you motherfucker.
and he was going out with who I fingered. What? I didn't.